The Namibian Skeleton Coast, a land of mystique and harsh beauty. The Skeleton Coast of Namibia, aptly named for its eerie landscape dotted with shipwrecks and bones, is one of the most enigmatic and unforgiving regions on Earth. Stretching along Namibia's northern coastline, this remote area is where the relentless forces of the Atlantic Ocean meet the arid expanse of the Namib Desert. Its desolate beauty and unique ecosystem have captivated adventurers, scientists, and travelers alike. This article explores the history, geography, and ecological significance of the Skeleton Coast, as well as the legends that shroud it in mystique. The Skeleton Coast runs along the northern part of Namibia's coastline, covering roughly 500 kilometers from the Kunene River in the north to the Swakop River in the south. It is characterized by towering sand dunes, gravel plains, and rocky outcrops. The region's stark landscape is shaped by the cold Benguela Current, which brings nutrient-rich waters and creates dense fog that blankets the coast for much of the year. The climate is harsh and unpredictable. Despite its proximity to the ocean, the Skeleton Coast is a desert environment with minimal rainfall. The fog, however, provides a critical source of moisture for the region's unique flora and fauna. Shipwrecks of the Skeleton Coast. The Skeleton Coast is famously littered with shipwrecks, earning its ominous name. These wrecks, the result of treacherous waters, dense fog, and unpredictable currents, tell the story of maritime peril and survival. Many ships met their end here, and their skeletal remains lie scattered across the sands, bearing silent witness to the region's dangers. Famous shipwrecks. Eduard Bolin, 1909. This German cargo ship ran aground in thick fog and is now one of the most iconic wrecks of the Skeleton Coast. It lies partially buried in sand, several hundred meters inland due to shifting dunes. The eerie sight of the ship's skeleton surrounded by desert makes it a popular destination for adventurous travelers. Dunedin Star, 1942. A British liner carrying war supplies and passengers ran aground after striking a sandbank. The wreck led to one of the most dramatic rescue operations of the time, involving planes, tugboats, and overland expeditions. The harsh environment tested the limits of human endurance and ingenuity. Zyla, 2008. This modern fishing trawler became stranded near Henties Bay. Unlike many older wrecks, the Zyla remains relatively intact, providing a haunting yet picturesque scene as seabirds nest on its rusted structure. MV Dunedin, 1897. This steamship was wrecked near the mouth of the Kunene River. Little of it remains today, but its story adds to the mystique of the Skeleton Coast. The Otavi, a wreck from the mid-20th century. The Otavi was a transport vessel whose remains are scattered near the shore. It is less accessible, but no less significant, serving as a reminder of the challenges posed by the coastline. Lesser-known wrecks. Numerous other wrecks, from smaller fishing boats to merchant vessels, lie along the coast. Some are nearly swallowed by the shifting sands, while others are battered by the relentless surf. Each wreck has its own tale of misfortune, adding to the Skeleton Coast's reputation as a maritime graveyard. History and significance of the wrecks. The shipwrecks are more than just relics. They are historical artifacts that provide insight into global trade routes, maritime technology, and the lives of the sailors who braved these waters. The Skeleton Coast's reputation as a graveyard has inspired countless tales of ghost ships, lost treasures, and survival against the odds. Challenges of survival. For those who survived the initial wreck, the challenges were far from over. The desolate landscape offered little in the way of food or fresh water, and the searing heat of the day contrasted sharply with freezing nights. Many sailors perished, their stories lost to the sands, while a few managed to find their way to safety, often with the help of indigenous peoples who knew the land. Today, the Skeleton Coast is part of the Skeleton Coast National Park, which protects its unique ecosystem and cultural heritage. Tourism is carefully regulated to minimize environmental impact with activities including game drives. Visitors can observe desert-adapted wildlife. Shipwreck tours. Guided tours offer insight into the region's maritime history and its famous wrecks. Scenic flights. Aerial views provide a breathtaking perspective of the dunes and wrecks, revealing the stark contrast between the ocean and desert. Efforts to conserve this fragile environment include anti-poaching measures, research on desert ecosystems, and partnerships with local communities to promote sustainable tourism, legends, and mystique. The Skeleton Coast's isolation and eerie atmosphere have given rise to numerous legends. Stories of ghost ships, hidden treasures, and lost explorers abound. The region's otherworldly beauty has also inspired writers and filmmakers, cementing its status as one of the most enigmatic places on Earth. The Skeleton Coast of Namibia is a land of contrasts, harsh yet beautiful, desolate yet teeming with life. Its shipwrecks, each with its own tale of tragedy and endurance, stand as monuments to the power of nature and the resilience of the human spirit. As conservation efforts continue, this enigmatic coastline remains a testament to nature's resilience and the enduring allure of the unknown.